Hello everyone, this is Minoxen bringing you another high-definition commentary of Heroes of Newerth. First of all, thank you to all 1,000 subscribers to the YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/Minoxen. I really appreciate it, guys. There is a contest now going on there. If you haven't checked that out, be sure to go to the channel and check that out. You can win some Heroes of Newerth gold coins. So go ahead and do that. Also, I guess the other thing I could say is if you have any good video suggestions or any good replay suggestions, send them to minoxen@gmail.com. I'll be sure to take a look at those and see if I can do a cast on them. This is going to be a live casted game. It is a scrim between UQT, which many of you that have been viewing the channel will recognize from the couple of ventcasts that were up last. I know some of you guys don't like those, but it does make it a little easier for me to do a ventcast on occasion whenever it's late at night. But I am going to go ahead and be casting this game. It is a scrim between UQT and LgTT. I think that's LgTT. And then, so this is, I was speaking to Meisty just before the game here, and he said that this is a game to help them warm up for the SK tournament matchup that they've got tomorrow. So we'll hopefully, this will be a good match, and it'll be nice and entertaining for all of us here sitting and watching at home. So there are not going to be any pauses skipped. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to just roll with the punches, as it were. The bands so far, or well, all of the bands, are Hellbringer, Vindicator, Wretched Hag, Sandwraith, Pharaoh, Bubbles, Myrmidon, and Thunderbringer. And then in addition to that, as far as the picking goes, wow, a scout coming out, really? Okay, well, they did go ahead and go for the scout there. They started out their picks with Dr. Repulsor on the Hellborn side, Voodoo Jester and Witchslayer being picked up next for the Legion, Valkyrie and Torturer being picked up on the Hellborn, followed by Slither and Chipper, and then finally by a scout there on the Legion side, and apparently the last two rounding out the squad for the Hellborn was Nymphora and Pebbles. So a nice, nasty combination in that Nymphora and Pebbles. They did have earlier, just a little bit ago, they had Balfagor right-clicked over here for the Legion team, and that Zengen is pretty well known for his Balfagor. It is in his top 5, and I've seen him play it quite often, and he does quite well with it. That being said, we do have the hard carry of Scout being played on the Legion side. He's going to be facing off, ultimately, against Dr. Repulsor, Valkyrie, and my dog is barking for some reason, and I'm not sure why. I apologize for that. I'll see if I can get her quiet. Alright, and I'm back. Sorry if there was a high-pitched squeal or anything. Sometimes when I turn my microphone off, it does that. But we are now in the midst of this game. Let's go ahead and, sorry, she had me distracted. Apparently she was barking at my cat, who is on the counter. We have a Pebbles and Dr. Repulsor, Torturer, wow, and Nymphora, all going to be coming down here. They are most likely going to go ahead and go for a 4-man rush into the woods here, looking to line out something. And that was my Skype, just so you guys don't go check yours. Sorry. I need to shut that off, but we're in the middle of the game. Hopefully I won't get any more messages. Right as I say that, oh, hello, Winged Courier. And a Pebble stun going out there, only catching Witchslayer, unfortunately. I do believe they are going to be able to pick up a kill on this Torturer. Yes, they are. The taunt coming out. A Bitch Slap and Cherry Potcher coming out there in addition. So, nicely done. And one moment, I am going to take care of this really quick. Alright, and I apologize for that. That was someone else sending me messages on Skype, and I didn't want to have it keep happening. We haven't missed much. It's only 15 seconds into this game, so we've got a lot of game to go still yet, hopefully. We have Chipper going to be facing off against a Dr. Repulsor here middle. So that will be an interesting lineup, and wow, we have all four, not all four, but 4 of the Legion team going to be coming down here to do battle with this tri-lane that the Hellborn has set up here. Nice setup. They are going to be able to catch this Nymphora right off the bat. They do get the stun cask out. It's a little bit delayed, but it doesn't really much matter. They are going to be able to pick up the kill on this Nymphora. Yes, they are. Just a little momentary delay was enough. 5 seconds on a new stun from Witchslayer. Oh, and Pebbles, why would you run that way? Now you're going to die for sure. So yes, he is going to be stunned here, most likely by Witchslayer. Is it going to throw out there? Bam! Yes, it does go out. And now Pebbles going to be taking a lot of damage. Witchslayer also taking a lot of damage, is going to go down. And Pebbles does go down to Scout, who is now currently sitting at 4-0. So very nicely done. Wow. UQT off to a stellar start so far, getting those kills up onto that Scout. Now starting him at 4-0. Just absolutely insane start for them. They do send the Slither to be taking on the solo lane against Valkyrie. And now they're going to calm things down a little bit and keep this Scout down here, who's already got an excellent advantage. He is going to be facing off against, apparently, Nymphora, Pebbles, and yes, they are sending them all back down here. So they are going to keep this tri-lane up, even though they do have such a disastrous start so far. This is going to be very hard for them to overcome with this Scout getting the early farm that he needs, picking up 4 kills, which is still, I'm sorry, that's so horrible to have happen. Torture going to be throwing up. A ward here is spotted. The stun does come out. He's going to be... No, Slither's not here. I thought he was Slither. There's the stun cask, and they are going to try and run this guy down. Nice blocks coming out from Witchslayer. That is going to be enough to go ahead and get them the kill, and Witchslayer does manage to pick up the kill. So, again, nicely played by UQT. This LgTT, who is the clan that they are facing off against, I did go ahead and look at their stats before this scrim started, and they are, they're not a bad team. They are a newer clan, as I had been discussing with UQT there before. They had another scrim partner lined up, and I think both groups had their equal partner go off with someone else, so they said, why not? Let's do a scrim. And I've been waiting a little bit to get this started, but not too bad. And oh, Nymphora throwing out a terribly delayed Nymph Zeal there, and Scout going to be picking up yet another kill. Oh no, Witchslayer actually going to be picking that up. Very unfortunate, but that is nice for Witchslayer nonetheless. Let's look at those pings. What did that come out to be? Nymphora, who is dark green, is sitting... Why did it not even show? Oh, 112, yeah. None of these pings are really through the roof or anything, so I'm not... Can't really discount that to lag, but they are just... Oh, wow. The coordination coming out from UQT right here in the beginning of this, I think is going to be just a little too devastating to try and recover from. They do go ahead and pick up a kill there. I mean, Valkyrie up top is having a hard time against Slither. No surprise there, because he's freaking Slither. Who is a very dominant hero in a solo lane. And so at 4 minutes into this game, we have Voodoo Jester running around here. Meisty going to be trying to get a stun out. Does get a stun onto Pebbles, but Scout not wanting to continue. Oh, does take down the Ward of Revelation and pops the silence. Meanwhile, I'm sorry. Meanwhile, we do have Chipper taking out Pebbles in middle. Wow, this is just so action-packed. We are at 10 kills 4 minutes into this game. So, congratulations, this is probably one of the fastest killing games I have seen of any competitive level. Obviously, there are some suggestions I've received that have the kill counts closer to the hundreds, but I haven't actually looked at any of them yet. So we may have one of those on a relaxed cast someday, but we'll just have to see. So, wow. Okay, I know we're only 5 minutes into this game. Let's find Scout here. Let's watch a Scout. While I go over the gold per minutes here, Scout at 497 gold per minute, 5 minutes into this game. That's going to drop really rapidly. You can see it dropping by 2s and 3s, etc. right now. And I really think that this this bottom lane, they really need to try and change something up here. But, unfortunately, Slither... Oh, he goes down, but he does get the kill in exchange. Dr. Repulsor being ganked now. Going to be eating a lot of harass from Voodoo Jester. Oh, he was hoping for Chipper to get another hit off. Will the rocket land? No, it does not. So unfortunate. Doctor now going to be able to go ahead and use his bottle to heal up and get back to good health. If only Chipper had gone ahead and shot another melee attack there, it would have been just enough to have gotten the job done. Oh, Pebbles, come on, buddy. What was that? That was actually pretty bad. What I was going to say about the Pebbles Nymphora combination is just, wow, and another excellent use of the Nymphora mana to fill up an already filled... oh, God, I keep missing these things. Chipper does go ahead and go down to Dr. Repulsor in the end, so that gives Dr. Repulsor a little bit of an edge here, I think, so far in this middle. Oh, Christ, people, can you stop killing people for just a second here? I really do apologize, guys. I'm not usually this bad with the camera work, but this is absolutely insane. 14 minutes into this game, or 6 minutes into this game, and there's 14 kills on the board. I mean, the experience lead and gold lead's pretty heavily in the Legion's favor, but experience lead so far is not so insurmountable, but it is just such a morale-bending experience to have it be this differentiated here. Torture going to be trying to get the kill on Witch Slayer. He most likely will get this. Yes, he does go ahead and pick up the kill. Voodoo Jester, however, going to be using a mana pot and having that taken down very quickly. Torture, I don't understand why these guys are bothering with the Ward of Revelation here. Scout obviously has his Electric Eye skill and has been using those, so that does give him vision of the... another missed stun there coming out from Torture. It's not going to matter, though. He is going to pick up the kill, and Scout going to be picking up the kill on him in exchange. So, oh, and a nicely timed invis there coming out. Oh, Slither sensed there was danger, trying to get out of there. Did use his TP, but is not going to be able to make it out. He's going to try and do a little juke dance here, but it's all for naught, as he does go down. So, wow, we are now at 11 kills for the Legion team and 7 kills for the Hellborn. It is only 8 minutes into this game, and I gotta say I'm extremely entertained. So whether this game goes on for 15 minutes or whatever, it's been definitely a challenge to keep up with the action on the camera and do a solo cast at the same time. So I apologize. We currently have Scout sitting at 6-0, has his Sustainer picked up. Gonna be making a Runed Axe here as soon as he possibly can, I'm sure, to increase his farm oh so much. Ping coming out up top here. I don't know what they were concerned about, but it seemed that they were a little concerned about something. Zengen on this Slither going to be coming up here to face off again once more against Valkyrie. He is level 6 facing off against a level 8 Valkyrie now, so that's going to be a challenge for him. Voodoo Jester getting a stun off onto Pebbles down here. I saw a little action. Didn't want to miss another kill. That would be agonizing. As the offensive mojo is cast out, a Graveyard stun. Oh, and Scout getting the poison ultimate out there as well, but Dr. Repulsor shows up to ruin people's fun. Pimp Slayer gets taken down by Torturer. And this what seemed lopsided game where UQT came out of the stable just going absolutely bonkers on this poor LQTT. It seems to be balancing out here finally. We have 1,300 experience lead for the Hellborn now, and a minor gold lead in favor of the Legion. Where the hell did Chipper go to? There he is. Chipper is running around in Viz, but oh no, you don't want to run here because they can see it, Viz. Oh, that was very unfortunate. Apparently the guys at bottom didn't bother to tell Chipper that they've been warding down here like crazy. So, yeah, I think that Dr. Repulsor has this nail on the head here. It is a comeback season for sure. It is 11 kills to 10 now. 10 minutes into the game. Things have started to... No, actually, it's still at 2 kills per minute. We are slightly higher than what we were earlier. A fake arrow going out from Valkyrie. She did go ahead and stop herself from throwing it out, so didn't cause Slither to panic or anything, though. So even though we do have a level 7 scout down here at bottom who has been sharing experience, We also have on the other team a level 8 Dr. Repulsor, a level 9 Valkyrie, and this bottom lane's all at level 5, so they're not doing extremely well, but I think that they're recovering pretty nicely from where they were, especially with a little bit of help from their team. We have a hasted Dr. Repulsor now, going to be speeding towards middle, hoping to catch up to this Torturer who is being given his buttocks in a jar, since it just got ground to powder. And, wow, so we end up here, we had, I guess Torturer decided he was going to try and do a little roaming. Was he the one throwing out these wards? Oh, I see pings. Slither going to be caught by this Dr. Repulsor, who's just about out of haste, but doesn't really matter. Goes ahead and blows up. So, it's 10 minutes into this game. Let's go over some item choices, shall we? We have Striders on Voodoo Jester. Scout has picked up another portion of his Rune Axe, running up here to do a little bit of scouting, while Chipper does some more there with his missiles. Pimp Slayer has a heal pot, most likely for himself or for Scout, depending on whoever needs it, and a set of Marchers to go along with it. Ghost Marchers picked up on Chipper, along with a couple of Marks of the Novice and an empty bottle, whom he is planning on filling. He is going to go ahead and try and stack these guys. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to quite get that. Oh, he does. Nicely done there with Voodoo Jester and them all managing to stack these. As soon as Scout gets his Runed Axe, he is going to be able to farm these things like there is no tomorrow, and that is just going to increase his farm so much. Meanwhile, we have a Voodoo Jester going to be taken on by this Dr. Repulsor. I'm not really sure why he was sitting there like that. Oh, question is he going to be able to... He does get out! Wow. Wow. Simply wow. Nicely done. Was not expecting... I figured Dr. Repulsor would be able to wipe him off the map in that short amount of time, but no. Voodoo was waiting for it, had his finger on the trigger, and wanted that stuff to go down one way or the other, so... Scout is sitting on 935 gold, almost has his Rune Axe finished up, has just a little bit more farming to do before he's quite there, but he will be getting there. Pebbles now... sitting on... He has his boots and stuff. Does he have... He's got 757 gold. I can imagine he's probably going to try and start saving up for his portal key. He might go ahead and get a Striders or something along those lines here to have a little bit faster initiation in some cases. Another missed stun on this Slither. Doesn't matter. They've got Dr. Repulsor to be cleanup. Torturer going to be taken down there. Valkyrie... Oh, wow. Scout went down in that very quickly. They did manage to pick up a Torturer kill, but unfortunately he did go ahead and go down as well. So we see a lead in the Hellborn's favor. Wow, this is just an amazing comeback here from LgTT. This is wow. I'm very impressed here, and I don't mean to keep reiterating that, but it's just I was starting to think, oh god, this is what I get for casting live games. It's gonna be a friggin' stomp. And no, it's actually been really entertaining so far. Slither having his Ring of the Teacher, since he was taking the solo lane, did go ahead and pick up that Ring of the Teacher, as I have heard Swindle Millen say he loves to do, as it does give him that opportunity to turn on and off for the extra pushing potential that does offer. Along with continuing to finish up his Steam Boots, going to be... went ahead and got the bolstering armband, so that way he has that little bit extra survivability, since he was in the solo lane here by himself. And I think that covers it for the Legion team. Let's click on each one of them real quick here. Scout's probably waiting on his item. Okay, let's go ahead and touch on the Hellborn if I can. Pebbles has his Blood Chalice, as he has for a while. Marchers and an Iron Buckler. Valkyrie is bottom here. Maybe going to be getting ganked. She is currently sitting with a bottle, Ghost Marchers, Mana Battery, and just a couple little minor totems to give her that little bit extra stat edge. Looks like the Courier was heading top, so Scout is not able to get his Rune Axe just as of yet. He is sitting just below the actual amount of gold he needs as well. So Valkyrie now, after eating a Scout ulti, is a little hurt, but Torturer, being the great friend that he is, gives him some manners. Oh, and as I was getting to him, but oh god, here we come. Top came down for the gank. Nymphora missing her stun. unfortunately. And the Valkyrie arrow going to be missing as well. So a very nice chance they had there to get an excellent setup on a combination, but unfortunately they got bested, and now it's being turned around on him. The invis goes out from Valkyrie. This Scout's eye is bound to be hitting the ground here pretty soon, so they can keep track of these guys. Oh, crap, it's down. He cannot do it right now. So they are just going to have to try and run this Pebbles down. Nymphora, where you at? You're going to... Oh, survived a poison. Wow. So a 3 for none going out here. Very nicely done from UQT, taking the opportunity to retreat back to tower whenever they were ganked there. And unfortunately, that was, I gotta say, that was a little bit of a misplay from LGT. The misstun, well, Dr. Repulsor wasn't even there for credit, we'll just say that. But Nymphora's Zeal went out there and it did not hit anyone, so that was an extreme disappointment for them. Pebble's stun and toss, I don't believe, was able to follow up on anyone either, and the Valkyrie stun all missed. So just about as bad as an initiation as you can get, but they tried, and unfortunately they immediately got turned around on. Here we go, here's the TP coming in. They do get the pings on it, so they know that it was coming. That's odd. They immediately stopped as soon as the pings came out there. Maybe they just decided, well, they've already started backing, let's not go ahead and do that, since we can't really see any of them on the map besides Chipper and Chipper. Items. Okay, sorry. Mighty Blade pickup on Valkyrie there, along with her Ghost Marchers. Dr. Repulsor, who has had himself a fantastic game so far, is sitting at 323 gold per minute, exactly where Dr. Repulsor wants to be, and then some. He can continue to grow from there. He has a Blessed Orb picked up, and that is going to help him out with quite a few of these different skills and things that they have on the Legion team. I can imagine that he is probably going to go for, well, I would imagine a Null Stone, but I could be wrong. So I'm just going to leave that up to seeing what other items he manages to pick up. Nymphora does have a Dust of Revelation. I guess they did finally go ahead and realize that, you know, spending the money on those Ward of Revelations was costing them too much, and that they should probably just go ahead and get some dust for those situational moments, since Scout obviously got his eye and has been doing a pretty good job of keeping track of those wards. Oh god! Ah, damn it! Sorry. I didn't mean to curse. Yeah, Dr. Repulsor making use of that regeneration, going to be flying all the way across the map here. Pebbles coming up and using his newly found portal key to pick up a kill on Slither. Slither has not been having too great of a time. He was doing pretty well to begin with up in that lane, but I think things just slowly started to snowball against him, and now we're going to see a 4-man group versus a 3-man group. Valkyrie going to be trying to get out here. She is silenced. The Tartos does go down. Will the rockets land? She does manage to jump out of there. Does dodge the Chipper ultimate very nicely there as well, so well done to her on that. The invis from Valkyrie now coming out, so she's going to try and make something out of nothing. Dodge, dodge! Oh, does not dodge. But it hits Scout, who has the highest HP out of anyone there, so no real reason to worry about that. Scout also has his Rundax pickup, so he is going to be continuing that massive farm that he's been working on. He is up to 370 gold per minute, and that is going to just snowball up here pretty quick, as he just took down those creeps before I could even get the camera over to him. Where was I at? Dr. Repulsor has picked up a Sustainer, so he is going for a Null Stone. That'll help him against quite a few of those different spells. The Witch Slayer ultimate, the Scout ultimate. Need I go on? The Stun Cask from Voodoo Jester, the Mojo, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it does have quite a few purposes, and, you know, it's a typical pickup on Dr. Repulsor because of the mana regen, and the extra stats don't hurt. And here's the ward. They are going to immediately see that, thanks to this Ward of Revelation. And a pause goes out here from LgTT. I don't know if they have someone disconnected, or if they're just needing a moment to strategize. But in this moment, I will take and cover over the rest of the items here. Nymphora I touched on. Torturer, as I had said earlier, does have a Ring of Sorcery, along with Marchers. So he is doing alright. Pebbles, let's just click on everyone since we have a moment to do so. And nothing new. Okay. So I will take this moment and go ahead and pause. And, well, I won't pause, but I'm going to go ahead and edit this out so that way you guys don't have to sit here and listen to me babble about things that I'm not all that educated on. So I will just do that as Dr. Repulsor gets... Oh, never mind. Well, that was... See, there was... I already did it. That was perfect. Couldn't have accounted for better editing myself. So Dr. Repulsor grabbing that double damage. In the meanwhile, also stacking a camp there. He is going to be doing some nicely done stacks here, just as the Legion had set up for Scout. And Scout now going to be doing all of these camps. Double-stacked Ancients are awaiting his Runed Axe to cleave them. Scout now going to be heading towards mid. Is he going to go ahead and actually do something here? Yes, they are going to try and take down a tower really quickly, and they are able to take and do a lot of damage to that really fast. And Pebbles comes in to ruin the day. Obviously, a nicely placed Nymphora ultimate was responsible for that, as that did go ahead and take them into the area. I apologize for my lack of minimap awareness. Very unfortunate that Scout was not able to help out Zengen on that. He probably could have picked up the kill onto Nymphora, but it was going to be risky. Oh, and here comes the invis from Valkyrie. Oh, wow, but that's going to be spoiled, because nobody's going to be in any health to see about going along on that gank. Pebbles, Pebbles getting the quick pick off onto Witch Slayer. Dr. Repulsor going to be grabbing a quick kill onto Voodoo Jester here as well. Oh, wow. Lucky little Voodoo. As Voodoo Jester does manage to escape there, Valkyrie, her plans foiled for world domination, is forced to take her little raccoon, griffin, wolf thing and ride back to middle here. So that was actually really nicely done on behalf of that Chipper. I will say there, using his ultimate to drive them out of those woods while the ultimate went down. I don't know if they heard the ultimate go out or what it was, but they did a really nice job in that, and they got that initiation successfully countered very nicely. And here we go. Here comes the Scout. Let's watch his gold per minute go. He's at 375. Let's see what he does once he kills off this whole stack here. So he is going to go from 375... Wow, he's about going to die from this too. Up to 410 gold per minute, so a nice bit of farm pickup there on him. He's going to go ahead and pick up a Warhammer now, which will possibly lead him to a variety of different things. A Basher, I'm pretty sure a Basher is constructed with that. Let me double check. No, Basher's a Halberd, not that one. Okay, so then he's probably going for not Savage Mace. Oh my god, why am I not thinking of it? Shield Breaker, that's the item. Probably going to go be going for a Shield Breaker, since that makes his nice little burst 5-hit stab jump there that he does just all the more deadly. And Chipper, unfortunately, not going to be having his focus buffer on when Dr. Repulsor jets into the rescue for Valkyrie. And that's going to do a lot of damage there. We are going to see the defense token be used, and Slither not getting out of there. He does go ahead and decide to stick around, but it's just Nymphora, so they could probably... Oh, they could have picked up a kill there. Valkyrie going to be coming in now, trying to pick up a kill. Oh, Witch Slayer actually breaks his TP. Oh, so unfortunate. He breaks his TP there. Did not get to use his ultimate. He could have probably gotten a kill on Valkyrie there if he'd have gone ahead and used his ultimate. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Pebbles ends up killing Witch Slayer? No. He ended up killing... Oh, Scout. Oh, Christ. Yeah, he ended up killing Scout, and that's not good. Not good at all. So, 24 minutes into the game. It is 19-19. I have to say, this is probably one of the most action-packed games I have been in a long time, so I apologize if I keep missing things, and this is definitely not a good game to have come back as my first cast in about a week, so I apologize again, and that's the last time I'm going to do it, though, because I just, I don't need to keep doing that, so. Wow, look at all the wards this game. This is another thing that, with Scout on their team, they have these nice little electric eyes, and they can see invis and all that other great stuff, so they can use them as counter wards. Scout's actually a pretty nice, versatile hero if you use him as such. I mean, that electric eye of his is just so handy to have. You can use it for so many different purposes. And M4 are going to be running down here to join up with a Valkyrie and Dr. Repulsor. So, not looking good for this Slither, who is going to pop out here thinking it's a Valkyrie and probably going to get jumped on. Yo, man. Here it is. There's the jump. That's going down. It's all going down. So, as we had Scout, who was coming in bravely, having finished his Shrunken Head. Oh my god, Shrunken Head, of course, that's what he's... picking up a Shrunken Head there to prevent him from being chain CC'd the way that he has been in recent fights. Meanwhile, Nym4 are going to be taking Dr. Repulsor and herself up top to resume his farm, I'm guessing. In just a moment, they are going to go ahead and probably double pull these. Valkyrie finishing up the tower bottom. Or they're not going to go ahead and stack those. Not sure why not, just probably chatting and thing, waiting for someone to show up here so they can jet in and get a kill like they have been. Torture now working on his power treads, hoping to be able to get that finished up. Pebbles coming in here onto this TPing person. Who is it? Chipper gets in here. He still does not have a focus buffer up. I do not know why. I know he's wanting to save some of his mana. There it goes. It's coming up now. Dr. Repulsor does go ahead and get the hero or the tower kill. The invis still coming out from Valkyrie, and she's going to turn this around onto Chipper with Dr. Repulsor here. They don't know that Scout is in the invis here. They can only anticipate that he is. So here it comes. Is he going to go ahead and pop out onto this Dr. Repulsor? Yes, he does, but Dr. Repulsor has just enough mana to try and dodge out. And now it's going to come down to Scout trying to come in here to get this, but unfortunately Pebbles is still here. Him and Nym4 have shown up, and they are obliterated swiftly thereafter. Wow. One epic chase there going down. As Voodoo Jester was hoping to be able to get a TP out. I don't really know why he bothered with TP there. He's not going to save a tower or anything, so... it probably just would have been wise for him to have continued running there. That's probably something he's doing a little bit of a facepalm about right about now. But, wow, we're 27 minutes into this game. It is 900 experience and gold differential in favor of the Legion currently. It has been flip-flopping. It is a 2-hero kill lead on that side. And Scout going to be taking down another triple-stacked Ancients. This is going to increase his farm just... oh, good God. Look at him. 465 gold per minute. At 27 minutes into this game, he has farmed a huge amount of gold so far. He is currently leading the farm in game with Dr. Repulsor being the next in line. They do go ahead and get Chipper picked off. And an Ice Brand going to be picked up onto Scout. So that'll help him with his rundown tactics there if he can manage to get that into eventually a Frostwolf Skull or something of that nature, or if he just goes ahead and decides to stick with this Frostburn, since a Frostburn does grant movement speed bonuses in addition to the slowing effect. Let's go ahead and check some pings here. So far, the pings in this game looks like, I would say it's pretty well balanced between the two teams. If anything, I would say UQT looks like it has on typical a slightly higher ping. Oh, wow. How the hell did he... really? Oh, no? Yeah, that's their ward. They could see that. That's what he was doing. Crazy quick response time coming out from... and Pebble's going to survive there, even though he did manage to dodge his teammate's heal, which was nicely done. Scout going to be... wow. What the hell happened to Scout? Oh, he was the one that they initiated on. I don't know why. I saw his HP moving, so I started to wonder what was going on. Torturer going down very quickly is going to allow Valkyrie to go ahead and probably clean these up, which will help her farm out and give him some experience, which it seems like he needs, since he is actually just barely above Nym4 in experience. A level 11 for him will be a nice pickup, since that'll give his ultimate much more damaging potential. Scout continuing his rampage here for farm, as the gold lead is still in his team's favor, even with the combined farm of Valkyrie and Dr. Repulsor fighting strongly against him. Valkyrie going to scoop up a regeneration here, which is a huge pickup right about now. Slither going to be... what is he up to? He pinged over here like he was doing something. He has his Shaman's Headdress. Probably going to be working to finish that into a barrier idol for his team, if able. Voodoo Jester going for a Mighty Blade and Warhammer to go ahead and get his Shrunken Head so he can get his ultimate off in all of its wondrous glory. Why exactly? I'm not 100% sure why he would go for this right about now. You know, since, I don't know, he's built it that way. Yeah. He's gone this route already, so why not go ahead and continue with it, I suppose. Did they get the stack off? Yeah, they did. They got the stacks up. So Scout going to be doing a nice little bit of farm there. Very nice teamwork that I've been seeing from UQT so far on getting those stacks. Dr. Repulsor also been receiving quite a bit of extra help in arranging these stacks and everything, as he does go ahead and pick up a Bound Eye now for countering that Scout and hunting the little bastard down as he would wish to do. His Bottle of Tears is going to be picked up most likely by this Nymphora here. Nope, he does go ahead and pick those up, and she did some shuffling for him. Torture also working on a Mighty Blade so he can get him some more HPs and hopefully have a little bit more added survivability. So wow, I'm just gonna... oh god, I was getting ready to take a drink. I knew I shouldn't have. We have the Poison Spray go out on the Hellborn team from Slither. I'm very surprised that they did not get initiation out there onto that Slither. Pebble's portal key, of course, was interrupted due to the poison, but they probably could have picked up a very easy and quick kill onto Slither. An arrow, unfortunately, missing very narrowly, and they are going to go ahead and ward this Ward of Sight, taking that down, and now the vision of the Legion has been cut significantly. Scout now picking up a Blessed Orb. Going to be possibly going ahead and working to finish that Frostwolf Skull, or he doesn't... there's not too much to try and really block on the Hellborn side as far as spells go, so I'm going to say he's not going to be getting... that would be kind of dumb anyways to get a Null Stone, but just my thoughts on that. So we are 32 minutes into the game. Let's see if we have any new item pickups. Scout, Witch Slayer. There's the standoff is going... oh, it's going to end badly for someone here. As still no focus buffer from Chipper. There it is. They do go ahead and get the focus buffer off. And unfortunately, Witch Slayer is going to be going down. Scout running in here with his BKB activated. Did quite a bit of damage. Managed to pick up a kill there. And is going to be picking up a kill also onto Valkyrie with his insane amount of damage that he does right now. 240 damage with his quick little proccing hits. Oh, here comes, here comes. Bam! Takes him down. Going downtown. Boom on the Scout. So, yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, I need a drink of water. Oh man, wow! I'm so impressed right now that this game is as great as it is. This has been a lot of fun. We're 34 minutes into the game, and I really don't think that this is it's not wholly in anyone's court just yet. I'm really excited to see where it's going and who's going to pick up on this. This is definitely one hell of a scrim as far as scrims go. Especially for just joining one randomly. I don't know if UQT and their boys are trying to give me a good show, since I was looking for something to cast and they said they had a scrim going, but definitely a good watch so far. I'm still completely flabbergasted that they managed to have the turnaround that was done there. I don't know whether they just got a little cocky, They were just completely dominating there in the beginning. It was a little ridiculous. But they did go ahead and end up having things turned around on them, and it has been a remarkably balanced game ever since. So I'm just really happy here at this turnout so far. What does Scout have? Oh, okay, never mind. He's not picked up anything new since I checked on him. Oh God, what is this thing called? Push stick. Tablet command. Tablet command picked up. There's the barrier idol I was talking about. That Slither will probably want to finish there. He does go ahead and finish that up, since that's a typical pickup for Slither to go ahead and grab, since he typically has a little bit better farm than the other support. What is his support? What is his gold at? 232 gold per minute, which is higher than Voodoo Jester's. And, you know, Slither's mostly useful for his maneuvers there anyways, so the barrier idol will give him a nice team presence, allowing his team to survive some of those initiations a little bit better. Oh, and a nice bait coming out from Valkyrie. I don't know. No, they're not going to be able to get into a response from this. It looked like it was a pretty blatant bait, but Pebbles and Nymphora were a lot further back than I thought they were going to be. That, or maybe they thought there was just too many Legion players here, so... Oh, Frostwolf pickup finished on Scout. The Valkyrie arrow going out and missing. Barrier idol being used here on the Legion team. They are trying to dodge a little bit of this magic damage. It's going to absorb just a little bit. There we go. And it's gone. So, maybe not the most out of that barrier idol being used in that very moment, but still a pretty nice item to have picked up, even if not used to its full potential. They were probably anticipating that Pebbles was going to be jumping in there and doing some craziness, but unfortunately he did not. And oh, nice dodge. Zengen backing up at the last second to go and let that arrow go by. Okay, let's touch on the Hellborn items here real quick while this battle is about ready to commence. Whoa. The Bound Eye still is on Dr. Repulsor, so he will be able to see Scout, even if he does manage to invis. They are trying to go on Scout. They are a little distracted, though, going in different ways. Scout now having forced to try and run away. Oh, is he going to be able to dodge Dr. Repulsor? He does manage to duck out to the side with 40 HP. If only he can manage to maintain his distance here and doesn't get caught out. He does try and get an ultimate off, but he really has to be careful for Doctor. Nope, Doctor's out of mana. So, wow, a near genocide going out, as I would kind of say that it was a nice split that the Legion team did there. They managed to divide up the Hellborn, and it gave them enough time for them to get out a lot of damage there onto the whole team. It divided the interest between Scout and the other group there that was further up fighting that I didn't get to watch on camera. But they are going to go ahead and take this Kongor down. Scout's going to get the token, and I think that will probably put a really big nail into the coffin of this Hellborn team, as the experience and gold lead has skyrocketed ever since they were just a couple of kills separated. So that was a very, very telling exchange there, and I think it's been going down that way for a little while now, as Scout's going to go ahead and pick up the farm on these stacked Ancients here. So possibly one of the most farmed Scouts I believe I have ever seen, as Nymphora is going to use her awesome ultimate ability to get her and her teammates down here for a nice little group event. The token being used on Scout here, very unfortunate. I didn't even catch that. I'm so sorry. Is going... Oh, wow. Does have the token used. They are trying to kit Dr. Repulsor in the vicinity. Unfortunately, Dr. Repulsor is just now showing up, so they're not going to be able to finish off that Scout. And Dr. Repulsor still has his Bound Eye that was given to him from Izunami or whatever, so I'm guessing, yes, Nymphora. So now they are going to go ahead and try and push here and see if they can make something out of this little bit of an advantage here. Try and find Scout if possible. Nope, not there. Where is Scout? He is busy. If you could please leave a voicemail, and Scout will be glad to get back to you as soon as possible. Sorry, it's a little late, and I wasn't expecting this game to go on that long, actually, so... my giddiness is starting to kick in. But I am very impressed so far with this game. Yada yada yada. You guys have heard that already. I'll try not to be too boring or repetitive. What do we have? We have a do we have an item bait? I remember those days back in Dota. Techies throwing down a whole pile of mines and then setting an ironwood branch on top of it. Oh, that was good fun. That was a lot of good fun. As I really think that at this point... Oh, pardon me, sorry. As I mentioned, it is late, so I can't control all of my yawns. It's not because it's a boring game, as we all know it's not that. Oh god, I forgot what I was saying. Well, there goes that Commentator of the Year award. Oh, let's touch on these wards, shall we? There's a whole bunch of them in this game, as there is a scout, and they do want to rout the scout, so they are putting out plenty of wards. This defense tower is deniable, but they have not decided to do so yet. Pebble's coming in here and giving a nice little bit of space for these guys to go ahead and TP into. We now have 4 of the 5 Hellborn teammates up here, and the Legion going to be backing down on this top lane as well. Oh, Savage Mage pick up onto Scout, which is going to give him just even more damage out. He's hitting for 358 without proccing his Savage Mace right now, so just absolutely disgusting amounts of damage coming from Scout, as that's going to be a very important part of this this game. As it's 41 minutes in, the exterior towers are still standing. The next genocide is probably not going to be enough to win the game, unless it's maybe for the Hellborn if they get a genocide on them. But still, it's not looking real great for the Hellborn here. They have brought that 1,000 experience and gold lead back a little bit, but it's still 12,000 that they have to try and make up for here, which is going to be a challenge, to say the very least. Nymphora now going to be ulting in. Where's she going to? Oh, taking a middle. That was kind of a short jump. But yeah, they do go ahead and do that. Regen Rune sitting middle. Dr. Repulsor probably going to be jetting. Oh, wow. Talk about psychic powers. Dr. Repulsor probably going to be jetting in here to grab this in a minute or two, or a millisecond or two, either of which works. They do go ahead and get the deny off on this bottom tower, as we just see both teams right now positioning themselves really defensively. I apologize, the yawning is becoming an issue. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so not the best of casting moments. I do have a good cast on the shelf, or not a cast, but I have a good game on the shelf that I'm hoping that I'll be able to do with either Smock or possibly even Meisty from UQT here shown some interest in doing a cast with me. So we're going to probably give that a try here one of these days and see how it goes. And hopefully things go well there, and I'll have another reliable co-caster I can go to, especially someone with some nice competitive insight. And with that said, we have Meisty and crew of UQT going to be pushing out middle here. We'll see if they are going to be able to keep this up. They have such a high burst team here on the Hellborn that they can probably wipe out this little group of saplings and push so rapidly that it's just going to become a turtle war and wait for one person to become too impatient to do anything. So I'm waiting for them to jump in here on this Slither, which I'm sure is what it looks like the Legion wants to have happen, since he does have the barrier idol. His HP is not the highest, but it is actually second highest on their team, besides Voodoo Jester, surprisingly. Oh, here comes an ultimate from Valkyrie. Do they see it coming? Yes, they do. They've got all kinds of stuff here waiting for them. The barrier idol does get used. Pebbles goes down in a flash. Torturer taken and eaten the Voodoo Jester ultimate. Voodoo Jester does have his shrunken head, so he's going to be doing that very quickly and getting the extent of that. Scout doing a little bit of base diving to finish off the rest of the Hellborn, as Torturer now being forced to run into his base from the top. with 31 HP. So just as I said, I figured that if it was going to be a genocide and it went down on the Hellborn team, it might go ahead and be enough to win this game. I don't really think that they're going to be able to recover from this on the Hellborn side, as the experience lead and gold lead have jumped to about the 18,000 mark, which, you know, I've seen crazier stuff happen. I've seen 20,000 experience and gold leads get shattered, but it's a pretty rare event when those things happen, so I don't want to get any of your all's hopes up, especially since I have no idea the results of this game because it's still live, and I don't really know what's going to happen here, but I'm just going to look at it and say that I would anticipate that the Legion should not lose this. This is their game to give away at this point. And a TP coming in here with Pebbles, Nymphora, and Torturer. They are going to be coming in here picking up a quick Slither kill. Yes, they do go ahead and get that. As unfortunately, Chipper did go ahead and leave his teammate behind. Nothing really he could have done. He's out of mana. He could have had a focus buffer he could have given him before he left, but why don't you kill Chipper? Oh, I'm sure that's got to be getting annoying, as Zingen is currently 5-9. Not doing too bad, all in all, I guess, with everything as it is. He is at 288 gold per minute, picking up a nice little bit of farm from his oh, good God, I've already forgotten what I was talking about. Assist gold, I would assume, since he has 13 assists. That's probably a good reason why he has the current gold per minute that he does. And for those of you that are curious, we currently have a 576 gold per minute scout in this game, as he is currently level 25 compared to, who is it, Repulsor? Yeah, Repulsor, who is in second place at level 21. So, just simply a crazy game so far. It's been a lot of fun to watch, as I think Valkyrie, nope, she's going to be okay. She's over here, not up there. However, this Nymphora is going to be completely three-shotted. Like, bam, 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 and just like, yeah, then she's laying down in the grass and taking a nice little nap, and it's just so soothing. Jesus, he's hitting for 720 now, criticals, and swinging for 373 on his normal swings. So this scout is just completely and totally out of control. I really don't imagine that there's going to be enough that this Hellborn team can do to stop him. If they can manage to get a grab down onto him and keep him chain CC'd until oblivion before he can get his BKB off, that'd be one thing, but I just really don't think that they've got that potential, as there is a 5-second arrow onto him, but oh, a beautiful, nicely done tablet command there, shoving him out of the way as Pebbles comes in to initiate, but unfortunately, everything is ruined by a tablet of command. Very nicely done to you, Sir Chipper, as the 5-second arrow came out onto Scout and waited just long enough to bait that initiation. So, very, very, very good game. Well played, and congratulations to UQT in winning this scrim against LgTT. And also, very well played to LgTT. For a clan that I'm not familiar with, and a bunch of folks' names who I'm also not familiar with, congratulations on competing so well here today. You did an amazing job in your comeback in the beginning, and I look forward to seeing more from both of these groups. So, again, this is Minoxen, and thank you all for watching. I will catch you guys next time.